Hi, everyone. Marianne Croce here from Small Biz Vantage. And this is Tuesday, so I'm here for another business leadership in 15 minutes. And I do these each week, Eastern Time on Tuesdays, 2 o'clock, to give you a taste of coaching, to shift your perspective on a topic that I find really relevant today. It's either a topic that clients are talking to me about, or it's a topic that I'm asked to speak about. And I want to keep it real. I want to keep it current. And the idea here is to shift your perspective or your vantage, if you will, and give you an action item, something that you can implement today. So 15 minutes is all it takes. And if you find this valuable, please share it with another business owner that you know. So this week's topic is customer care advantage. So sometimes people call this customer service, sometimes people call it customer care, but the idea here is there is a real advantage to having great customer care, great customer service. Now, I chose this topic because I am traveling again, whether I'm involved with industry associations or speaking. A lot of different events are up and being held now. Some that were postponed during COVID are up and they're running. So I'm excited to be traveling again. And everywhere that I go in the country, I've noticed that everyone is hiring. Small business owners are looking for help no matter what industry they're in. They're looking for help. They always have help wanted or signs to hire. So when I think about the best hire that a small business owner could make, when I think about it, I think of it's a hire that will either bring in revenue or it'll save an owner time so that they can focus themselves, right, on revenue generating activities. So that's the idea here. Either you're going to hire someone who's going to be able to produce more revenue, more sales for you, or they're going to save you time so that you could focus on revenue generating activities. Very important. And that comes into play because a lot of people tell me as small business owners that I can't afford to hire someone. I don't know if I'm really ready for help and I don't know what I'll have them do. So looking at it from that perspective may help you a little bit when you think about that. So when we talk about customer service, it really is a great place to start. Yet I don't believe that many small business owners really see the true value of customer care, customer service. I think they look at it a little bit differently. So, what I want you to realize is that you have to keep in mind that customer service, customer care agent, that person will represent your business. They are going to be the face or the voice of your business. So, it's really important that they understand the role and the goal of great customer care. I'm going to repeat that. So, it's important that they understand the role and goal of great customer care. And I think a lot of times what's happening is that as small business owners, we have so much on our plate that we're not really going in and giving this person that information. We're not going over what their role is and what their goal is. So I want to give you a stat here that I found. According to American Express, right, big company, they've done a lot of research. They did a study, and 68% of customers believe that a polite customer service agent is key to providing great customer service. So when you think about it, it sounds like common sense, right? 68% of customers believe that you need to be polite, right, on the other end of the phone to give them great service. But think about you yourself as a customer, whether it's in your industry or even outside of your industry. Think about you yourself. And think about the customer care that you've received over the years. I have like horrible customer service stories that I've experienced when I was the customer. And it really seemed like they didn't care. They weren't really doing a good job. And you think about it and you say, how does that happen? So when we really do get and we receive ourselves this outstanding or great customer service, it's like, wow, it's really, really noticeable. So think about it. It's not really that hard to do, but it really does make you stand out. It can give your business a competitive advantage. Really important because not many people are doing this. So, it's easy to understand that great customer service is what we want, but it's also easy to see how it can go badly and customers can get a really poor customer service experience when the person, whether it's you yourself as the owner or someone that you hire, if you're outsourcing, you're providing a service or you have someone on your team, regardless, if that person feels overwhelmed with tasks and then they're the one handling your customer care. Because for any person, it can be really difficult to do anything well when you're overloaded with work or you're constantly being interrupted, right? And then to customers, it could seem like, well, this person's just checking off boxes. They're just trying to get through the day. They don't care. They're saying things to me like, hey, I'm only doing my job, or it's beyond my control, or I'm just following policy, or I can't do that, or you'll have to speak to someone else. And it's frustrating when we're the customer. So we don't want to have our business represented that way. We want it to be better than that. We want to next level it. So I came up with 4 pillars of customer care. And I want to share them with you today because they're not hard to do. It's really a shift of how you look at customer care. And it's there, and then you can take an action item. So when we think about the first pillar, it's about values, customer care or customer service values. It's important to align your core values as a person, as an owner, as a company, and your team's core values with what you do. So I'm in the automotive space. I'm in the automotive industry. So it's really important that we are letting people know that we're here to provide them with a safe, reliable vehicle. That is a core value. We're going to be very transparent about that. We're going to be, integrity is a big thing. We're going to help the customer. We're going to educate them. We're going to explain things to them. And your team needs to align with those values. If they don't, it's not going to work. In a business, everyone there needs to believe that your product or your service is helping people or improving their life in some way. So the fact that if someone has a safe and reliable vehicle to go to work, to bring their kids wherever they need to bring their kids, to volunteer, to do the things that they need to do in their life because they have people depending on them, that is a core value. It's huge. And everyone on the team needs to believe that your product or your service is helping people in some way. Then it's easy because the values align and they want to go the extra mile. They want to go to the next level to provide great service. The next pillar is the vision, right? Your customer care, customer service vision. Share your vision with your team. If you're doing this yourself, go down and write your vision out, right? Whether you write it out on paper, whether you use a computer, doesn't matter. But write your vision out. Where do you see your company going? What do you want for your company in the future? I'm going to give you a couple examples. I want to serve as many customers, as many clients as I can in my given area, in my region. That could be one because you're really excited about helping as many people as you can. Another one could be you want your business to be known as the best in your local area, in your industry. Maybe you're looking to bring more professionalism there, or you're trying to differentiate yourself. So that could be a vision that you're sharing with your team. And I'm going to tell you that most team members really do want to be part of something bigger than themselves. The next one is your customer care system. And this is your system, your process and procedures that you have a clear definition of your expectations of the role and the goal that they're taking on, and you have documented your processes so that they can provide quality and consistency. You don't want Sam to answer the phone and the customer has an awesome customer experience, and then when Joe answers the phone, they don't have that same quality and consistency of service. It's lesser. Why? Does everyone on your team have the processes to be able to give that quality? And the last pillar is decisions. Customer care or customer service decisions. Empower your team. Allow good people to make decisions. Discuss and talk about those one-off situations, right? Those unicorn or unique situations that happen. Give them the tools needed so that they can make better decisions for a better customer care experience. You do not want them to always have to refer them to somebody else, or, well, I'm going to have to check on that. I don't know if I have permission to do that. There are certain things that you can put into place for your customers. Example, it could be something like as if let them know that we'll check out the vehicle if they have a concern with it. We're not going to charge them. We're going to check it out for them at no charge, and we're going to look and see what's going on with it. It could be something about putting somebody in a loaner vehicle and not having them stress out about not having a vehicle, and have your team be able to make these decisions. So many business owners really do underestimate the power of great customer care, right? As a foundation in their business. It's something that you can build on and improve. And it really can make or break your reputation, right? Your brand, and impact your bottom line. This can affect reviews. It can affect so many different things in your business. There can be a disconnect in what the front is saying, the customer service person is saying, and what is actually happening when someone comes to your business or when the team is actually performing. There's a disconnect, and customers don't like that. So what I really want you to be able to do is turn your customer service into a competitive advantage by reviewing and assessing your customer service journey and adjusting it for a great customer care experience. So what that means is, when we think about it, what's on your website? And is that consistent with when a customer calls you or emails you? Do they get that type of care that you're putting out there on your website? If they were to walk into your establishment, are they going to see the same type of images when they pull up to your site? Are they going to get that same type of care that they're expecting from what they're seeing online and in your advertising? So walk through all the steps of your customer journey and make sure that that quality and that consistency is there. So I want to thank you again for joining this week's Business Leadership in 15 Minutes. And I want to let you know that if you find this valuable, please share it with another business owner. Let's pay it forward. Great tips, great ways that we can get together and collaborate and share ideas that work. And I look forward to next week's live on Tuesday. So everyone, have an enjoyable week.